Glad to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Wants to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Direct snap. It's Robinson. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on fourth down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Kill it. 180, raise car. 180, raise car. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick strike complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To throw, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you've got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Fine play action. Finds his tight end. Got room at the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff to Xavier. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 43. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Makes the grab on the left. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Going for 6. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback keep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme. And your
offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. You think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He fires one deep over the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires left. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
Can't get him to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking left. He makes a catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years, but a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half.
and the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been...
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
It's caught all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
He might want another play. Back to pass. Now adjusting. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Maybe a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And they got it. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Sooners! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Taylor wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback got it himself. Still running at the 40. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's LSU chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing it in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
Caught by Williams on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Wants to go right back downfield. Complete. Oh, he's got some space.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Taylor wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Just keep slinging it. Working on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Bulldog! And that one will give him the lead.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
They'll try it over the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker getting really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of running room, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Finds his man. Turns it on in midfield. Long run to the right. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Running to the left. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll get rid of it. Find space on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He wants to take the top off. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted deep in his own end. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly complete. Makes the catch and he's free. Got loose, made the big play and took it down to the 31.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone. Make a play to create space. Get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Wants to throw it again, and why not? Unleashes it. Got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. The sure hands, it's Sategna.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On target. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Calls his own number. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. 3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Mateer. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical, generate some 1st downs, and march down the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
Snags it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
On the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there he goes! Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Taylor wants to throw. Using the quick game. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Taylor wants to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Kill. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer. Stop.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down.
Black 18. Black 18.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. It's Mateer. Under fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The Sooners come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end.
Gonna let it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Inside the 40, the 20, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldog!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got room on the return. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Floats it out in space. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldog. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.